In this video, we're going to be looking at the classic tennis trading strategy of lay the leader. Amazingly, this is probably still one of the most profitable tennis trading strategies to use and a common strategy used by the professionals. And we're going to break it down for you with real life trading demonstrations so you can see it for yourself step by step. Go grab a nice cold beer and let's get into it. So this is a classic tennis trading strategy, and the lay the leader strategy involves laying the player who won the first set. And the idea is that if the losing player breaks serve early in the second set, we can profit from a big price swing as a result. Okay, so we're not laying them to like say we're going to lose the match or anything like that. We're just looking for that price swing, and many label it a market overreaction because what you can often see in these situations is that the player who won the first set, if they drop the first breaker serve, especially early on in the first set, you could see instances where the losing player suddenly becomes the favorite to win the match despite losing the first set. Okay, so as said, many label it a market overreaction, and to be honest, as a tennis trader, we're very, very happy it happens. Okay, it's very, very good for us. Okay, and that's the idea, is that we want to be in on these situations. And just remember, our profit is made on the price fluctuation, not by needing that leader to lose the match. Okay, so we're just looking to get involved. That first player has won the first set. We're not saying that they've won the first set, now they're going to lose the match. No. We're just saying they're probably going to get a tough second set. And if the losing player can get that first breaker serve, we're going to profit from a very nice price swing. And we will have locked in our profit long before the match comes to any sort of conclusion. So that's very important to make clear. We get a lot of people who stumble upon our videos, don't quite understand what we're doing with regards to the trading. They think that we're just having a bet on, say, the losing player, or we're laying that first set winner and then we're crossing our fingers and hoping for the best. Yeah, very hard to beat the markets that way, but that's not what we're doing. We're just profiting from the price fluctuation, and that is if the losing player can get back into it and make a bit of a fist of it. Okay, so anyway, as I said, there's real life trading demonstrations coming up a bit later on, but look, generally, you're going to use this strategy, and especially if you're a beginner, you're going to use this strategy if it was the underdog who won the first set. That's usually the most straightforward way to do lay the leader, is when the underdog wins the first set, but the favorite gets themselves together, comes out firing in the second set, and because they're the favorite, the markets are a little bit in love with them, and that really, really helps to swing the price in our favor should the favorite suddenly look good in the beginning of the second set. And so you're probably going to find the easiest trades that way. However, you can lay the leader no matter who it is. Okay, you can lay whoever won that first set, just as long as you've got some sort of good reason for doing so, because you should definitely not do this blindly. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They just think, hey, okay, that player's won the first set, let's go and lay them and let's look for the swing back in our favor, but it's not always going to happen, is it? So you've got to look out for good reasons to want to get involved. I mean, this could be that the first set was really even, won by a tie break. You could have profiled the players as being really even before the match, and that could be a reason to get involved. You could have seen that the player that is leading kept on losing their serve in the first set. Or you could look even closer. I mean, you could bring up the live pictures and then look to see how that leading player is coping with leading. Maybe they look like they're struggling with the pressure, losing momentum, signs of fatigue, unforced errors. Even body language can be absolutely huge. Okay, and very often inside the Betfair market, you can just bring up the Betfair live video and take a quick look. Okay, so as said, you've got to have some good reasons to get involved. You can't just do this blindly, and there's not many strategies in tennis you can use blindly. And also at the same time, you've got to consider your exit point with this strategy. Okay, and this means your exit point when it goes wrong as well as when it goes right. Now, if the leader that you have just got your lay bet on keeps playing well, do you exit early because they're playing well, or do you look for something definitive to happen, like them to score a further break of serve, and then you just exit at that point, but you're going to have to take a bit of a red screen at that point, at that particular point. I mean, look, as I said, there's no one-size-fits-all strategy, and you should be trading tennis based on the individual match and individual situation you are in, okay? There could be one match where, look, you're laying that leader, and it's good to stay in, and it's good to stick with the trade because the other player is gonna fight back very, very shortly. Or there could be situations where, look, that leader is actually playing really well, even though they were the underdog. So, do you know what? Let's just exit out, okay? Look, anyway, bottom line is you've got to be flexible. Rigid robotic strategies are far less likely to work in the sports markets these days, okay? It's only getting harder, and you've got to put in that little bit more effort. So, anyway, let's get into some real-life demonstrations of the strategy itself. As said, there's probably loads of you who watch this channel who have seen it before in action, but it's always good to check it out again. And those that are new, it's going to be very, very interesting for you. But before we do that, I would really, really love it if you could click the like button to support the channel. We put these videos out for you for free. All we ask for in return is you click the like button. And if you like this subject in general and you want to get more of it, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell is very important to hit, and that makes sure you get all our future videos. All right, let's get into it. Let's look at the lay the leader strategy. So we have a situation here where the underdog has won the first set, and this is typically where you would do lay the leader. This is pretty much the classic lay the leader strategy. Underdog wins the first set. We're looking for that favorite to take an early lead in the second set, and it should move the odds in our direction. So we've got Rosatello. We just laid her at 2.26. Lou was the favorite, and let's have a quick look at the chart. We just bring up the chart and we can get an idea of her starting price. I mean, 1.1 starting price. So a very, very strong favorite, really. Okay, so we're pretty much back in a 1.1 favorite at around 1.79. So very nice increase in value. And this is a common thing you see in tennis. Favorite drops the first set, but the underdog can't keep up the pace in the second set and the third set. And well, it's common in tennis. It's a good strategy for tennis traders. But anyway, let's see what happens from here. We're laying Rosatello. Ideally, we want Lou to just start the second set firing, and that's going to move the odds in our direction, and we'll be out with a profit, and we don't even have to worry about the rest of the match. Let's see what happens from here. So we're in a position right now where Lou has a break point, and you can see that shifts the odds in our favor. It's caused a bit of carnage in the market, but it shifted the odds up, and it looks like she's converted that break point. I just want to, yeah, double fault. So yeah, a double fault from Rosatello converts the break point, and so you can see that Rosatello's price now goes out to 2.92 to back, and we can lock in a profit from there. Okay, and so there you go, very, very quick and easy, and you can kind of see that the market reaction, because obviously strong favorite Lou, now she's taken the lead at the start of the second set. The markets now assume, okay, we're back to the regular schedule, and the favourite's going to go on and win, and that causes her price to shorten. Keep in mind, Rosatello has the first set, okay? And if Rosatello was to win this set, she wins the match. But anyway, that's not something to worry about. All we worry about is that market movement. And just to show you on Rosatello, let's just see where how the price has moved on this one. And a bit of a crazy match this has been. Okay, so big price favorite, hitting around evens, and obviously now drifting. So yeah, there you have it. And the idea is that you would do this early in the second set. You're not going to start to gamble. You're not going to be laying Rosatello for the whole second set. I mean, if you don't get the break early on in the second set, you kind of have to start to feel like maybe you've called it wrong, and maybe this underdog is playing a lot better than you have anticipated. So And in that case, you would get out, okay? But in this case, it's worked very well. We've got the early break in favour of Lou, and we're out with a profit. So we can see in this match that this player, Yannick Hanfman, has just won the first set. And so let me show you the price. We've got a bit of time just to quickly look at this. So very even matchup. He was around a 2.2 slight underdog, okay? So the other player was the favourite. So, I mean, technically, this is the underdog leading, although it's a very even matchup. And it was quite an even first set from the looks of it as well, with just one breaker serve deciding it. So anyway, you can definitely get involved in these situations as well. It just all depends on the read you have of the situation. So it's always good to just kind of look at the stats, look at the analysis, look at how the match has developed so far, and decide whether it's something you want to take a chance on. But anyway, remember, when we're entering this, we're laying this player, not to say he's going to lose the match from here, just to say that we think his price is going to trade higher in the second set. So let's see what happens when the second set begins. So here we are. It's just gone 3-1 to Jarry in this second set. So you can see a really nice price swing on Hanfman as a result of this. So we laid him at 1.32. We just got out there at 1.86, and we've got £58 of profit locked in. Okay, so you can see what is often, I mean, a lot of people call it an overreaction by the markets just because the early break has gone to the losing player. I mean, if we look at this, it's almost like it's gone back to even. So the markets are now saying this is an even money shot, even though Hanfman has won the first set. Okay, so you'd still fancy him to win the match because he is a set ahead. Okay, but anyway, it's all good for us as tennis traders. Okay, we can take advantage of that overreaction, as you can see, and it's a nice swing in our favor. And yeah, we're out nice and early. So that's another thing you really want when you're doing the later leader in the second set. You want to be out in the first few games, really, rather than trying to hang in there till the end and pretty much gambling. Okay, anyway, nice example for you there. Profit locked in, and we're out. No more action to take. So it's still got more real life trading demonstrations to come, but if you like the look of trading the tennis markets and you want to know how to take the next step up, you should download this free Ultimate Tennis Trading Prospectus ebook. The link to get this is in the description. Okay, it's free to download. Just put in your email address and we will send it to you, and this will show you all you need to know about going up to the next level with your tennis trading, including how to trade tennis with zero prior knowledge of the sport. That is how most people get involved in it. Most people come from something like football trading or racing trading, and then discover these amazing markets in the tennis side of things. And also that you don't need to be an expert in the sport. We're not here researching the players and trying to find out what the players are eating for breakfast and all that sort of thing. We just dive into the markets, and it's all based on the numbers and looking for opportune situations, pretty much like the strategy we're looking at in this video. Okay, so you could be just looking at the match. Do we want to lay the first set winner based on what we've seen in the first set, based on the numbers so far, based on the first set statistics? Then yeah, that's how we make the decisions. And you don't even need to watch the match live. Okay, as said, all the stats that we need are going to be in things like flash scores and sofa score, and they're actually faster than a lot of the live pictures that are available these days. So anyway, look, you can learn more about it inside the Ultimate Tennis Trading Prospectus ebook. Click the link in the description, put in your very best email address, and we will email it directly to you. If you put in a fake email address, you're just wasting your time. Okay, you have to put in your real email address, and we will send it to you in an email. All right, let's get back into it. We've got another set of trading demonstrations of the lay the leader strategy. So we've got this match here with Taylor Townsend against Jessica Pegula. Now Taylor Townsend was the underdog. I just want to double check on this. It's a very short price on Pegula. I mean, 1.2. She traded as low as 1.08 in this first set, and yeah, she's managed to lose it. So anyway, look, she's lost it quite comprehensively as well, 6-2. But anyway, this is the type of thing you would generally be looking for, because if we lay Townsend and Pegula starts well in the second set, you're going to get a very nice price swing in our favor, because the markets are going to suddenly just assume, right, that's it, Townsend's not going to see it through, and the favorite is going to take control of this, and we should get a very nice price swing in our favor. So anyway, we're involved. We're laying Townsend here at 1.92, and let me just quickly see what her price was at the start of the match, just to get an idea. So an 8-to-1 shot, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, we're laying an 8-to-1 shot at 1.92. So let's see what happens. Obviously, for this to work, we need Pegula to start strong in this second set. So it took a bit of a while, but Pegula's finally got the break and taken the lead in this second set. So you can see the score is now 4-2. So let's just lock this in. It's going to be a 47 or 45 pound profit, or more or less, who knows. Let's just get it locked in before the odds move on us again. So looking at around 41. Okay, it's a bit strange, not sure what happened there, but anyway, either way, it's a very nice return. It's almost 50% return on the risk that was in the market. And just keep in mind that, remember, you're always going to have your exit point. So that money that we were trading with was never fully at risk. And remember, the price we went in and laid Townsend at was 1.92. She went as low as 1.87. So this trade and this entry point, it only went a maximum of 5 ticks against us. So we didn't really need to worry too much. Okay, only 5 ticks against us because the markets are just so in love with the favorite that they don't really want to steam in on the underdog. So Pegula, as it was, even though just watching the points as they were going in, it didn't look like Townsend was playing that badly, and you can kind of see that even from the score with it being 4-2. But anyway, either way, you can see, look at Pegula's chart. You can see that the money just kept on coming in, trying to push her price lower and lower as people sensed she was going to get back into the match. And yeah, according to them, she's pretty much leveled it. But of course, she has to now hold and go on and win the set, and then it will be level in the match. And anything can happen in tennis. But for us, that doesn't matter. Okay, we've achieved the trade we were looking for. It was a lay on Townsend at 1.92, and we got out at 3.25. So all done and out with a profit. So I hope you enjoyed checking that out, and let's quickly go over what we've learned here. So when you're using the leader strategy, you're going to look for a player who won the first set, but you're expecting to struggle in set 2. Now, very often an underdog, if they win that first set, probably is going to struggle in set 2. So those are pretty obvious qualifiers to go for, but the very best opportunities are when there is a favorite who's won the first set, but you're expecting them to struggle in set 2 because they're going to be a very, very low price. So those are very low risk, high reward opportunities to look out for. But that sort of ability to spot those opportunities is only really going to come with experience. And then anyway, when you're in the market, you should really decide on your exit point in advance. Okay, before you get in the market, decide on what you're going to do depending on the statistics you've already looked at. So if you're feeling really, really strongly about the trade, then you could say, well, I'm sticking with this no matter what, just going to see who scores that first break or serve. If you're a little bit unsure, then you could get in the market and you could see how the players play and how the points are being scored. If that leader is scoring points and looking pretty strong, then you could exit early. And that leads me on to this one, is that, yep, get out early if needed. Okay, that definitely can give you an edge when using this strategy. If you're just getting in every time and just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best, then you're probably not going to do so well on this strategy in the long term. But if you're getting in and you're taking every game based on how it comes, then you're going to do a lot better. Okay, your typical newbie tennis trader will get in the market, cross their fingers, hope for the best. Okay, a more advanced tennis trader will get in the market and keep assessing the situation and keep making those decisions based on every point about what to do next. Okay, so anyway, hopefully there's a lot of tips in there for you to use Lay the Leader, especially with this week with all the tennis that is on. And as mentioned earlier, if you didn't do it already, maybe now's the time to do it. You can get the Ultimate Tennis Trading Prospectus ebook, and this ebook will tell you everything you need to know about taking your tennis trading to the next level. Remember, inside Ultimate Tennis Trading, you will learn how to trade tennis. You don't need prior knowledge of the sport. A lot of that is taught to you, or the stuff you need to know. Anyway, you definitely don't need to know much about the players or even watching the match live. Okay, you can see the examples that you just saw in this video today. We don't know much about the players. It's just based on how they're playing on the day. That's the most important thing when it comes to tennis trading. But anyway, click the link in the description of this video, put in your email address, we'll email it to you, and it should be with you within around 5 minutes, so you can start checking it out. And if you're enjoying watching these videos, maybe you're on a bit of a football trading, tennis trading, watching binge at the moment, then on the screen right now should be a video which suits you best. Okay, so best thing to do is get yourself together, click on that video on the screen or tap on it, and go grab another nice cold beer, and I'll see you in the next video.